Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Stinson Farms. Hey, I'm doing a job today that I had no intention of doing. Didn't plan on doing this, but we're doing it anyway. So I guess you could see by the video already, we got the sprayer hooked up and got it filled up and chemicals in it, and we're fixing to head up to the farm with it and do a little spraying on the corn. Corn's planted 22nd day of May. Today's the 16th day of June. It has yet to be sprayed. The weather is a big part of that. Been waiting on the ground to dry up and get in it. It's in pretty good shape now. I think we can get through it. But also the place which I had hired to do the spraying, they're running way behind. They've been to the farm once to spray and got rained out, so they just can't get to it. So neighbor had a sprayer that I could borrow. I don't own one, so we got his sprayer and we're headed to the farm. We're going to do a little bit of spraying, and we'll see you up there in the cornfield. All right, we got her up here and got her hooked to the tractor, and I got my little tractor on it. 4430 won't fit through the rows. I'm gonna have to narrow up the rear end a little bit on it to get it to go, and I didn't have time to do that. So it's a 500-gallon tank. I just put 400 gallon in, and I didn't know if this little tractor would handle 500, and we'll have to make a couple hitches at it anyway. But that's what we're going to use today. The sprayer's got about 2 or 3 inches on either side on the 30-inch rows, straddling 30-inch rows, so it's going to be pretty tight on it anyway, and it's as far in as it'll go. So we'll give it a try and see what she does. So we're spraying Halix, Atrazine, Status, and I've got Hellfire in there to treat the water. So hopefully to take care of all that we got. We got pigweed, cocoa burr, morning glory, and then just grass, probably a few different kinds. So hopefully that'll hit it and knock it down, and we'll get to look and see what the corn looks like all over today, at least. So we're headed to the cornfield. See you there in a minute. Well, here's what our weed problem looks like, and to say the least, I'm not a bit satisfied or tickled with it. But the weather is what the weather is. But not real happy with the people I hired to spray this, and I know that they've had a tough go of it this year as well. But the agreement was that they would be here to spray right behind the planter, and they had 4 or 5 days to spray the residual down before we started getting rain, and they didn't make it. So, and they still hadn't made it. So here I am doing it myself, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I hate to spray. Hate spraying. It's the one thing about the whole job that I just don't care anything about. And I was trying to get out of having to do that, but it didn't work out. So we're going to spray it, and hopefully we'll have a good kill. Now, all of it don't look like this, but there's a few places here and there that's pretty weedy like this. A lot of it still looks pretty good, and it's also ready to get nitrogen. So that's going to happen this week as well, and we're going to put another 140 units of nitrogen on it, and that should do it. We've got some wet spots out here that you can see is kind of turning. Corn's turning a little yellowish color, not as dark green as it should be, and the nitrogen in those areas, I'm sure, is depleted, what we put on at the beginning. But we're gonna hit it with another 140 units of nitrogen, and hopefully that'll kick it in gear. The same people that was going to spray it was supposed to top dress it. Well, they told me they didn't have any nitrogen for me, so that's another agreement we made that they didn't hold true to. So I had to go elsewhere, but I'm gonna end up doing that myself as well. Hey, we're gonna get to spraying. We'll see what comes out of it here in a minute. Through here, most all over looks really good. You'll be able to tell a difference when we get down here in this wet spot, wetter ground. So this out here is fairly clean. I'm sure it won't stay that way, but well, hopefully it will now after spraying it. Put that nitrogen on it in order to really set it off. I'm hoping it'll bring this out here in these low spots too. They're coming up on it. You start seeing the difference in the color of it. It's quite a bit smaller. GPS or anything to tell me where I'm going or where I've been. So when I get to the end, I just got to count roads. See how much smaller it is through here? Stay on my toes driving because this spreader or this sprayer is fairly narrow enough to fit through these roads. broke the boom. Got that repaired. We're back in action. This field here is full of cucklebird. Well guys, this is the next day. I didn't get done. I like this 8-acre field getting done spraying yesterday, so finished it up this morning, and we're fixing to fold it up and get it out of the field, and we're gonna go on to doing hay a little bit later today. But this field right here this is the field where I had so much trouble and hung up in so much trying to get it tilled up. And it's pretty wet. It's wetter than I thought. I mean, it's dry today, but the ground itself is just wet natured, and the corn's just not doing real good here. It's good everywhere else. I'm happy with it everywhere else. Got a little bit of a wet spot out in the big field, and I think nitrogen will bring it out. I don't know. Part of this field's just bad, and I don't know if I can help it much at this point, but we'll see what it does. At least I got it sprayed. Got just a little bit of Johnson grass down here on this end, but all in all, it's just a little grass in this field, not much weeds. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a video I didn't intend to make. I wasn't gonna do the spraying, but the circumstances worked out like they did, and I had to do it. So I want to thank my neighbor for letting me borrow his spray rig, and you know, he's always been there, and we've helped each other out, and I appreciate it, and I know that he'll continue to do it, and he don't think a thing of it, but I really appreciate it, because I don't own one right now, so it was needful for me to have one. But I will own one before next spring. I don't think I'm going to put myself in a position to depend on anyone else anymore. I'm just going to have the stuff I need to do what I need to do. So you'll probably be seeing more spraying videos from me, even though I hate spraying, but it's part of it. It has to be done. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I really appreciate your support. And we'll see you next time.